Hey, it's your girl KV back with another review for Love After Lockup, Love During Lockup. Girl, I don't be knowing what none of these is these days. Season 5, Episode 48, Test of Faith. Okay, I spent so much time on that Kendrick Lamar. I didn't realize I was going to spend that much time. I thought it was going to be like 20 minutes. The drum was like 40 minutes. But this should definitely not be that long because it was not that much going on. We'll jump right in. Kim and Joey, they ain't got much going on. She suspected he's back on drugs, so she gets a drug test and makes him take it. He's stalling at first. He's like, "Oh well, I already peed," and then he's like, "Oh okay, well let me take it." And you could tell that he thought that it wasn't gonna be enough pee because he was like, "Oh, it's not even enough," and then he's like, "It's enough." It's enough. Oh man, it's dirty. It's dirty, man. It's dirty. He popped positive for cocaine. Clean for everything else, but cocaine was definitely there. She is just like, oh my God, I can't believe it. She's like, this doesn't make any sense because if he was on cocaine, then he would be like hyper. He'd be like up and at it. But he's been sleepy. He's been so down. He's been so sleepy. This can't be cocaine. I said, girl, as much drugs as he done did, you don't know how long it how it affects his system at this point, and you don't know if it was laced with anything that might not have been on that test cup. Because did she say fentanyl? Was fentanyl something that was tested in there? But yeah, he starts lashing out at her. He's about to drive off, and he's talking to her all crazy. I said, not you driving off in the car that she's paying for. Okay. He's lashing out, tells her that she ain't SHI, that test ain't SHI, and he's just mad as a mug. She also mentions that she checked the joint account that they have, that they just opened up, right? It's $4 in that account. This morning it was like $100. I said, girl, what did you expect? So now she's feeling away because she's like, now he's taking the money out of the account, so I can't even see what he's spending it on. Because it's drugs, baby. He can't swipe the card for no cocaine. What are you talking about? Next, we got, let's just get Justine and Michael out the way. They tell Justine's mom that she's pregnant again. They're over the phone. They let her know we're 37 weeks. The mom is pissed because she feels like Justine just be making bad decisions because Michael is fresh out of jail. You already had 3 kids of your own. He got 3 or however it goes. Now y'all having y'all second baby when. She's like, who has 9 kids? People don't have 9 kids these days. She's like, are you walking around in people's house taking the census? No, you don't know if people are having 9 kids. She tells her that Manhattan, the baby that's here, the Manhattan's birthday party is one day, and she is going to have the baby the next day, an induced C-section. I said, okay. So I'm wondering what that reference date is that they going crazy on, so where they done had 2 babies around the same time. You feel me? Is it like the anniversary? Is it somebody's birthday? What is the problem? Because we need to make sure y'all don't be on top of each other next time and roll around. Next, we're going to talk about Bianca and Daniel. They still out there with Gator and his fiance, and she's just doing the most, being a brat. Well, I don't want to talk about it. I don't want to talk about it, Daniel. I don't like him. He's being mean. He's basically telling you that you shouldn't be my slave and that you shouldn't marry me, Daniel. I don't like him. I don't like little Gator. She's just so upset. She storms off. They tell Daniel to go after her. He says, no. Gator is like, you need to run, bro. She's very immature. And Daniel agrees. He said, yeah, we can definitely see that I'm 31. She's 22. So Gator said, if I was still a betting man, I wouldn't bet on that relationship. They end up sending the fiance out there to go talk to Bianca, but eventually Bianca just leaves all of them up at the bar, and he has to catch a cab home, an Uber home. She has her friend Haley coming in town, and they gonna be in the room together, and he has to sleep on the couch. The friend is talking grade A smack about Daniel, like, oh, he's leading her on. Bianca's just like, I thought that when I was moving out here that, we would be together and he would propose, and that hasn't happened yet. And I don't think I can stay out here if he's not gonna propose. And the friend asks her, well, how long until your lease is up? My lease is for 2 more months. And so she's contemplating all of this stuff. But Daniel is still very firm in that she's not mature enough and neither one of them are ready for a marriage. He's talking to his mom about this and she understands where he's coming from. But remember, they did buy a ring when they were at the little thrift shop or whatever. So the mom suggests giving it to her as a promise ring. And he's considering that. I said, well, it's a flip of a coin how she gonna react to that, because she might be like, all right, cool, and she might be ready to slap you and kick you in the chest, okay? Okay, next let's do Teeny and Rob. They was quick. They ready to have a baby and they're basically running it by the family. The kids say yes to their face, but then they tell us that, and this is Nehemiah, this little baby boy talking. He like, what, 9, 10 years old? He tells us, I feel like she should be getting settled in her job first before trying to have a baby. I said, child, not the kids. And her kids are very close and open to her. So I feel like they probably told her this to her face. They probably just didn't want to say it on camera, or it was like their initial reaction. You know what I mean? But she seems to have a very open line of communication with her kids. So I wish we would have seen them tell her that to her face. So, yes, her sister, she's telling her mom and her sister. Her sister starts crying because she's triggered from the last pregnancy. Apparently, when she had Nehemiah, she had complications. The baby flatlined and her blood pressure skyrocketed. That triggered me a little bit because I don't think Melina flatlined or anything, but my blood pressure skyrocketed. I developed eclampsia out of nowhere, was having seizures, had to have an emergency C-section with my baby. So that was a little bit like, whoo, child, and you just finna willy-nilly have another baby? Because if it's eclampsia is one of those things that is associated with advanced maternal age. Advanced maternal age generally kicks in at 35. I was 31 having my baby going through that. So that's why I was just like, I'm straight on the kids. I ain't got time. I'm 35, 36 now. We ain't finna be Russian roulette, y'all. How I get there? I got deep her. Anywho, she's not pregnant yet. But remember, he gave all his condoms to production. So he ready to have this baby. She's ready to make this baby. He mentions to the kids that he would like to have his mom around in these type of settings too, because they're there with her family. And the kids is just kind of like, okay, I hear you, that's cool, but she has to apologize to my mama. I said they need to apologize to each other because your mama was the rowdy one in this situation. Next, let's get to the foolishness of Zaria and Troy. Most of the men on this season, I want them to run from the women that they are with. I want them to run. Daniel, run. Run, baby. Troy, run. Louis, run. Key-Rock, run. Okay, Justine and Michael, y'all got too many kids together for y'all to be running from each other. Kim and Joey, all right, y'all. Zaria and Troy. This girl is truly insane, okay? She's truly insane. But they're waking up. It's community day. They find that they got a boot on their car. They call about it. She owed $550 in parking tickets. And so she paid over the phone. And these little boots had a keypad on it. You just boop, 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 boop. I said, where do they leave the boot? But yes, honey, they on the way to the church for the work event. And she is pissed because she's rushing. You can tell she's kind of dealing with some anxiety and just is so very immature and emotionally intelligent that she's just lashing out. He's on the phone and he's doing this. He's just kind of real nonchalant. And she's mad because she's expecting him to at least tell her happy anniversary. This is their first anniversary with him being free. And he's just doesn't seem like he's really acknowledging it. Probably because he's a bit anxious from trying to get this work event as well. He's texting. They're trying to rush. They get to the church. They asking her parents, "Hey, y'all need anything?" "No, we good. We got this." She finna go get the ice. She finna do this. Okay, cool. She's gonna go pick up the program. Zaria and Troy. Troy is driving, and you can tell that she's like anxious and she's rushing and she's trying to get there. He sits down and he's just on his phone texting, and she's like, "Are you serious right now?" This made me mad too because don't be on your phone. Like, it upset me. We got stuff to do and you sit here in your phone when you need to be pulling off. She did the most though. She starts screaming at him for him to pull over and let her drive. He does. He pulls over and let her drive. They get to the Staples, pick up the programs. But she ends up yelling at him and tells him to get out of her car, find another way, and puts him out the car altogether. Y'all, this should be the last straw for Troy. I really, really hope that this was the last straw for Troy. And I hate to say that because her son seems very attached to Troy. Like he feels like that is his daddy. That man signed the birth certificate. But the selfishness and the immaturity that she displayed, she's putting him out of the car while one, they have a work event. They have to get 50 students signed up for them to be able to get data to keep the grant money and to get more grant money for this program. And two, she knows that his mom and his daughter are in town and he needs to pick them up from the train station. So the fact that she put him out, y'all, I was disgusted with her behavior. Like she disgusts me every single episode, but this one really took the cake. Production is just filming him walking along the sidewalk, and he's like, "Man, somebody give me a ride." And they put him in the back of the van. I said, "I know it ain't that many daggone cameras back there that y'all gotta put this man in the back of the daggone van." He gets back to the church, and Zaria is just yelling. He's like, "I have to go get my daughter and my mom." She's like, "You need to focus on what's really important, and what's really important is Community Day." You could tell he wanted to cuss out. Like, my daughter gonna always be important. And he lets her know that she tripping. Like, I have to go get my child. But by the time he's finally headed out to go get his mama, how he was gonna get them, probably through Uber, Karen is like, "I'm not finna deal with this. This is ridiculous. She's stupid. She's toxic. Like, I ain't got time for this. I'm finna get us a ticket back to Syracuse and we about to go." So at this point, Troy is pissed because he wanted his daughter there to see what he gonna do work-wise. And I said, yeah, this very incident is proving why Yana did not want her child to go down here. And like I said, I was always on that side that little Troy didn't need to be down there with Zaria and Troy the way Zaria be acting. She don't. She really don't. Because Zaria is so toxic. I don't want that baby witnessing that. Don't nobody want that baby witnessing that. Now let's talk about another little toxic woman. Brittany. You can tell Brittany and Key Rock, Brittany is immature. This episode lets me know that she's toxic. It's been little signs, like the fact that on the other series that he had the cousin watching her the way that he did. I kind of figured that she was probably a troublemaker. She admitted that she kind of cheated and stuff. So I was like, okay, let's always keep an eye on Brittany. They're going to Texas. She has not gotten approved to move yet, but they did apply for a travel pass, so she can go out there for up to 30 days. She said if she stays, it would be violating her probation and she would have to serve out the 17 years left on her sentence. I said, ooh, baby, please don't play with that. Key-Rock is over here stressing because he's not trying to blow through all of his savings, but it seems like it's getting close. Meanwhile, she's speaking about how she wants to decorate the new apartment in Texas. Oh, we need a little bar cart here, and we need this here, a sofa here, a table here, and we're gonna have this here. And all Key Rock is hearing is, I'm finna spend up all your money decorating this place like I want to decorate it, even though I'm not even down here and I don't have a job to help with the bills that you should be paying with the money. But it's what I want and it's what you deserve, baby. You fresh out of jail. This your first place being out of jail, baby. You deserve this. I said, not the manipulation. You deserve this. Brittany was getting on my nerves. And so his mom and her boyfriend come over and they're talking to Bree about her plans. Do you plan on working? Ain't you supposed to be doing nails? She like, well, I ain't really like doing nails. Which I remember she was in cosmetology school, but she quit because she was like, oh, I just need to be there for Key Rock. Key Rock grown. Key Rock can get himself up in the morning. Key Rock can fix something to eat or pick something to eat up on the way there. You can be going to work too. She finds every excuse in the book on why she's not going to be working or in school right now. Well, I don't even know your schedule, Key Rock. So if I don't know your schedule, I don't know when I'm gonna be able to have the car to even go to work. So I would not even apply for a job right now. Do you know how you sound? And I'm not working in a bar again. That was just, I'm not doing that. Been there, done that. I'm not doing that. And I'm not working unless I'm making the money that I want to work. Girl, you have no skill set. You literally just got out of jail for robbing niggas. And you think that you're supposed to make a certain amount of money at a job? Girl, wake up. And then they end up talking about, okay, well, what's holding you up? Oh no, let me stop. Let me go back, y'all. So she's talking about how she doesn't have to get a job. I don't think I have to get a job. I'm gonna just, sit around and do what I've been doing. Plus, I'm gonna just take care of Key Rock because he gonna be working. So I'm gonna just take care of him. And then they're in the confessional, and she's like, "Right, Key Rock, I don't have to get a job, do I?" Key Rock was like, "No." I done told y'all it's been a few times where Brittany definitely gives she be over there beating the brakes off of Key Rock. And Key Rock is sensible enough to know like if I swing on this girl, I'm gonna really hurt her. Like Key Rock is on the testosterone shot. So if he swing on that girl, it's not gonna be nothing pretty. So it seemed like he just keep his cool. He might yell at her. We'll see him talk a little crazy, but she definitely gives. She be over there smacking and punching up on him, especially in that confessional. He just looked like I'm gonna just say no because I don't want it blowing up right here with these cameras. That's what it was giving. He looked scared. He looked nervous. So what we talking about? The mama asked her about the nail school. She ain't going. The mama was just really on her like, girl, you need to do something. She basically tells them that she not doing it. She not doing it. She mentions that she has $10,000 in restitution. Kira thought out like I thought it was way more than that. So like you holding off on our life because you don't want to get a job real quick and make 10 racks. We can make 10 racks real quick. I thought they could make 10 racks quick. They was staying at his mama house. They could have been had that 10 racks together. Like, what is your problem, girl? She's basically like, yeah, I know it's not that much and I could pay it off quick, but what am I supposed to do? Be buying my clothes at the Family Dollar? I'm supposed to be buying my clothes at the dollar store? I said, girl, you don't have to buy clothes every other week. You can go months without buying clothes. Like, it's not that deep. But she wants to, steady buy clothes. And like he said, she get her nails done every week. So she over there spending up a ridiculous amount of money when she could have paid off her restitution and be off probation and be in Texas by now. Key-Rock, run. Run. The fact that she's so set on get a job for a wet, run. Lastly, we got Melissa and Louie. Melissa is trying on dresses and she got her sister and her friend there. Donna is coming too and she comes in on 10. Who the hell are you? Talking to the friend. The friend introduced herself. She's being nice, but you can tell the friend got a bit of nice nastiness to her. Donna's being very critical of the dresses. She does not like what she is trying on. And she tells Melissa that she needs to listen to her because she's been married 3 times. Baby, they show some little clips, show like some little pictures. They got the faces blurred out, of course, of Donna's ex-husbands. Why was her second husband a black dude, y'all? And when I say a black dude, like, he had the wife beater on. He had the little fro situation. I said, wait a minute, Donna. We need a beast. I fell out. I paused and I made my husband look. I said, you ain't even got to hear it. Just look at this unlikely pairing in this. We were cracking up about it. So Melissa's people, they are off to the side and they're talking smack about Louis. They're like, the ring is pretty. It looks like a great knockoff because where would he get the money to buy that type of ring? Unless he stole it, unless it's fake. They're just over there thinking there is literally no possible way he could be doing this. Donna hears them, and this is where I'm like, yeah, Donna, go be your overbearing self because they got us. Look, Donna goes over there and she's like, I can hear y'all. Don't be talking about how he gets the money. He make money. He train people. He make $150 an hour training people. But they're like, yeah, but that's just 1 hour. She said, yeah, that's one person that's doing 3 sessions, 450 a week for three sessions, and you don't know how many people he got. And he work at the pizza shop too. Like, fall back. Fall back. They was just being real fake. I was so ready for Donna to get them because you dissing your friend. Like, this on camera. This on camera. And you dissing your friend. It's one thing to diss Louis, but to be essentially dissing your friend in the process. But I mean, it is preposterous for Louis to be spending that much on a ring. So I can kind of see where the concern is coming from. But they're just being downright nasty about it. I would be concerned too. I'll be like, what Louis and all this money from Louis? I money like that. What Louis out here doing? They got to mention. I wouldn't be like, there's just no way he could ever have enough money. This is a fake or he had to steal it. Nasty work, girl. Even if you feel like your friend making a mistake, that's her life. If she say, let me live in my land of the Lulu, you let her live in her land of the Lulu. You don't try to pull her out of that. So that's the end of the episode, y'all. Them folks is getting on my nerve. Louis needs to run from her anyway. She's too self-centered as well. But y'all like the video? Thumbs up me. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Let me know what you think about this video, and I will see y'all on the next one. Bye-bye.